The Congress party has called its leaders from poll-bound states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram to the national capital to hold a meeting for a discussion on a broad strategy for the party's campaigning in these states that are going to polls later this year. The one-day meeting is in fact likely to take place between the 24th and 26th of this month, when the leaders will deliberate on the Karnataka model of campaigning and whether it can be replicated in other states, tweaked to suit local flavors. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge, former President Rahul Gandhi, Congress General Secretary Organization KC Venugopal and in charges from these states and their state presidents as well as legislature party leaders will be in attendance. One of the highlights would be a discussion on using the guarantee plank which the party successfully deployed in Karnataka. There would be different types of guarantees for different states and the leaders are going to hold deliberations on that. The question we're asking is, can Congress's Karnataka model be replicated elsewhere? There is no doubt that the Congress has registered a massive win in Karnataka and many are attributing it to not just the Congress focusing on what are referred to as people's issues, but the poll promises, or shall we say the freebies that were promised. The question that many are asking is, with several other states scheduled to go to polls later this year, do you believe the Congress party has found a winning formula?
Well, I think it is definitely going to be a steady template as far as the Congress party is concerned, because nobody would want to tinker with a approach which has worked for them. It worked for them in Himachal Pradesh, where they said that they will get back the old pension scheme, and it created a lot of buzz in the Congress side. And this time also, I won't say that those 5 poll promises or the freebies, as the BJP is calling it, were the only reason the Congress party win. There were several others, but yes, these 5 promises is considered to be a major contributory effect as far as the Congress's emphatic victory in the state of Karnataka. Challenge would be Telangana, because Telangana already has several such very effective public schemes already in progress. The BJP also tried to play with its own brand of Labharthi politics versus the kind of policy which was set in place by KCR there in Telangana. But Telangana also has a very robust, if I may say so, Labharthi schemes already running and pretty effectively running. So the Congress will find some degree of challenge when it comes to state of Telangana. But other than that, I think in the state of Madhya Pradesh, where they already announced 100 units of free bijli and other schemes, I think that will definitely tilt a certain section of society towards the Congress party. And we have seen first hand, because we are headquartered in Delhi, yes, we have seen it first hand how these freebies or Labharthis or Revadis, depending which side of the political fulcrum you are, working for the party which has announced it.
Mr. Foujdar, there is no doubt that the Congress party, like I said, has won a very emphatic win in Karnataka. While there were multiple factors that led to your win, including anti-incumbency against the BJP, it is also believed that these poll guarantees played a big part. Now it is believed that the Congress party is seriously considering making similar promises in other poll-bound states. There's going to be a meeting in the national capital of leaders from these poll-bound states later this week. But the question really is, number one, can the same formula work in state after state? The BJP is of course already accusing you of promoting freebie culture or Revadi politics, as the Prime Minister and others call it. They're also saying this is going to cost the exchequer 50,000 crore rupees annually. That's by your own government's estimate. They say you're going to leave the state coffers absolutely empty, and that in the long run, these populist measures are completely unsustainable.
Neha, the Gujarat model, which was in 2013, the Photoshop model we call, has become extinct now. The new model of welfare, growth, prosperity and development is the Karnataka model. Yes, these people, if you say the state is going to become bankrupt if we give welfare schemes to the poor who are not able to toll their, the life on a comfortable levels. I think that means in the last 3 years, the Karnataka BJP government has taken 3 lakh crores of loan. In the last 70 years, it was 2.5 lakh crores. 2018 till now, they have taken, in the last 3 years of their governance, they have taken 3.5 lakh crores of debt. If they have not done any welfare, they have not done any infrastructure development, if they have not done any work in the state, where did these 3 lakh crores go? Our simple understanding is, if you push start the economy where the state was in surplus employment, now it is 2.5 and 2.5% unemployment. If you push start, if you stimulate, give a stimulus to the economy, I'm sure it's going to give back the revenue. It's going to give back the income to the state. Remember that as long as the people are happy, as long as the people are in the state of productivity, as long as the people are in a state where they want to contribute to the state and to the economy and to the society, the state's economy will always be healthy. If they say revdi, revdi, same prime minister in UP election, he said, मैं 80 करोड़ लोगों को चावल देता हूँ, खाना देता हूँ, गेहूं देता हूँ. तब वो फ्री रेवड़ी कहाँ गई थी? तब तो सही था. जब when it came to Himachal, when it came to Gujarat, and when it comes to Karnataka, and then to Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, and Chhattisgarh, this becomes revdi. My question is, why are these people so anti-poor? When Prime Minister says, मैं गरीब खानदान से आता हूँ, गरीब घर से आता हूँ, तो आप गरीबों के खिलाफ क्यों काम करते हैं? आप 12 लाख करोड़ रुपए अपने उद्योगपतियों का माफ कर सकते हैं, but you do not want to give 50,000 rupees to lakhs and crores of Indians who need that kind of an help. You want to help one man, but you do not want to help crores of Indians. What is this logic of politics? The state has to be healthy. The country has to be healthy. The country needs to stand on its own legs. But if you continue saying free ki revdi, free ki revdi, where do these poor people go?
Okay.
Who will help them?
Okay.
Why should we not help them?
Now, this is what happens. The opposition says that when the BJP does it, whether in Uttar Pradesh or Himachal or Gujarat or anywhere else, it's called the politics of welfareism, politics of beneficiaries or labhartis. Even the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah, is on record as having said in the run-up to the Karnataka elections that the Prime Minister has created a new caste in this country, and that is of labhartis or beneficiaries. However, when another party does it, whether it's the Congress or the Aam Aadmi Party, the BJP calls it freebie culture or revdi culture. Is this a case of typical double standards in Indian politics? And given that this seems to have paid off both the BJP and the Congress in different states, is this really now going to be a formula and a template that every political party is going to want to adopt in order to win elections, you think?
Were visible even in Karnataka elections when they released their manifesto. Their manifesto had a lot of freebies, but they call, like you said, they call them a welfareism, and when the others do it, it is freebies or labharti. But the larger point and larger picture, if one has to understand, is that whether it is freebie or a welfare scheme, it makes sense in a particular context. Whether somebody calls it a freebie or somebody calls it welfare scheme, it depends on which side of the political spectrum one is. But largely, the objective of the state is the welfare of the last man. That's the objective of the state. Okay. Having said that, now how this is achieved? Either there are two models. Either it's a trickle-down economy of capitalism or bottoms-up economy of socialism or communism. So when it makes sense is that, we are talking with these formulas of, the Yuvanidhi or Grilakshmi, all these schemes, the Congress has come up in what context? There's a context here. In last 9 years, the government of India had the party which came to power with lots of promises of economic miracles. They literally promised economic miracles. They promised 2 crore jobs a year. They simply painted a picture of a paradise for the voter. But that has not been delivered. Now the economy is in crisis, number one. Number two, the common man is suffering. So when the common man is suffering, there has to be some scheme to put some money in his hand so that he can live. It has only limited utility value. It's a quick fix. It's a band-aid. It's not a permanent solution, but that is required. So that is why the Congress, this Karnataka model gets traction. Again, one more point is that but that is not the only solution that's not a template that will solve the problems in other states. That cannot be just mucky copy paste model elsewhere, because whatever was the welfare schemes that were announced by Congress, it is not, we cannot attribute the Congress success only to that in Karnataka. There is a huge, social engineering, the caste combinations were tried by Congress. For example, in the South.
Sir, I don't disagree with you. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I do not disagree with you there. Even Brijesh made that point at the start of the show, that this isn't the sole factor that has led to the Congress's victory. However, what we are discussing right now is whether this is going to be the template going forward. So let me go across to Bhaskar Hegde at this point. Bhaskar Hegde, now that it has paid the Congress rich dividends, and let's face it, it's worked for the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, it has worked for the BJP in multiple states in the past. Does it now look like every political party would want to increasingly fall back on this formula? And do you believe that the Congress can successfully replicate this, especially in the states of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, because it is in power in two of those states? Can it hope to counter anti-incumbency with this kind of welfarism/freebie politics?
Neha, the questions you raised are very interesting and absolutely right. I think not only Congress, even Aam Aadmi Party and all other parties are going to replicate, and they will certainly compete among themselves to come out with more freebies, or if we call Labharti politics. So more schemes they will start. So this, they will certainly do it, no doubt.